Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements and welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing and talking about the Nasdaq100. Just before I start today's video, for those who are interested in joining my signal service, please do not hesitate to head over to my website, dailymarketmovements.com. I'm going to leave it in the description of today's video. I charge a very small fee of $29.99. We've had a fantastic year so far with a return of 38.63%, which is very good considering the state and the volatility that we've seen in the markets. But let's get on with today's video. The Nasdaq100, very positive day today, just up shy of 2%, currently trading at 15,143. Now I come on here on Friday evening and I bought the dip here for the Nasdaq100, which I think I entered along with my signal team at around 14,730. And if you haven't seen that video, definitely go and check it out. You'll see and hear me say that I was a buyer here, and that's due to the fact I believe that the 200-day EMA would offer plenty of support, and as well as that, you have the 50-day EMA, which is trading just a few hundred points below the current levels where we were trading at on Friday. So we've seen a nice bounce here, and that tells me that the bulls are still in control. I myself and my signal team are about to hit the take profit on that trade. We're about 1 percentage point away. 15,300 is our target. And if you're watching today's video thinking, oh man, I missed that trade, no worries at all. There's going to be plenty more of them. The stock market is not going anywhere. I wanted to take this opportunity to come onto YouTube today and explain one of the main indicators that I look for the Nasdaq100. And one of the biggest questions that we've been hearing over the past couple of trading sessions and of course, over the past week or so, has the market bottomed? Now, we've had a very impressive bounce here for the Nasdaq100. I think we're up just around, I think at the swing high, sorry, we're up just shy of 18%, which is a very rapid rally here for the Nasdaq100. We've regained a lot of territory here. And, when I watch TV on my likes of CNBC, for example, I just hear traders debating whether the market has bottomed. And it's a very 50-50 split. Wall Street at this moment in time is very split. You have half of the investors and researchers, etc., saying that they believe that the markets could go and test the lows that we achieved, I think it was on the 15th of March. And, the other half are saying that they are anticipating for a very strong second half of 2022. But one of the indicators that I use was actually given to me by Tom Lee. Now, Tom Lee is the founder of Fundstrat, which is a research company. And I was watching this video and, before coming online and posting this video today, I definitely went back and found it for you all. I'm going to leave the link of this video in today's description. And this is a YouTube channel called The Compound. And I just want to make it clear, I don't have any partnership with The Compound. I'm just basically coming onto YouTube and sharing the channel with you all because I think it is a fantastic YouTube channel. Every Friday they post a podcast. They have some top investors from Wall Street, researchers, hedge fund managers, you name it. And, as I just mentioned, they post a 45-minute to an hour-long podcast. And if you are a retail trader, new to trading, then it's definitely a channel that you should definitely subscribe to because it's very motivational and you will learn a lot watching their videos, especially Josh Brown. I really like Josh Brown. I watch him a lot on CNBC. He's one of my favorite analysts. He does a very good job of simplifying very complicated subjects for retail traders. So he makes it very easy to understand. But I found this video that was posted back on the 7th of November 2019. This would have been just before COVID struck. And Tom Lee was just basically talking about 4 of his favorite indicators to predict where the markets are going to be heading. So you can go over and watch that video. I'm also going to leave this link to this website in the description of today's video because this contains one of the charts and one of the indicators that Tom Lee uses. And since the 7th of March 2019, I've also been using it, and it has actually worked out very, very well. And Tom Lee, in that video that I am going to share with you, basically says that this chart contains the sentiment, so it's the bull-bear spread. So this is basically the retail investor sentiment. And when the sentiment gets very, very bearish and we see it minus 20% or more, 6 months from that period of when it hits minus 20%, the markets are typically higher than where they were when that sentiment hit minus 20%. So when did it first hit? It was January 20th. So if we go back to January 20th, where does it take us? It takes us to this period here, where the Nasdaq100 was trading around that 14,000 area. So if Tom Lee's strategy was to be correct, and as I mentioned, it has a 100% win or success rate, that would take us all the way to June the 20th. So if we just find June the 20th, that's in about from where we're currently trading at this moment in time, it's about 77 days, so 2.5 months here until we hit 20th of June. And if you think about it, if we were to trade and go and retest those lows, that would indicate that we would have to have a 14% decline from current levels, and then probably trade higher from where we were trading back on January 20th. And that is a big movement in itself, to have a 14% decline to go and retest the lows here for the Nasdaq 100, and then to bounce up and trade higher than where we were trading, which was around 14,000. That is lots of volatility. And what have we seen in the past couple of trading sessions? We've actually seen the VIX decline rapidly. It's currently trading below 20 at around 19. So that volatility has reduced significantly over the past couple of trading sessions. So definitely go and check out that AAII sentiment chart. It's helped me over the past couple of years. As I just mentioned, I've only been using it since 2019, but when COVID first hit, that sentiment got very, very bearish, and 6 months from when it did hit minus 20%, we were higher. If we go back to that chart and just quickly have a look when that was, we first hit that on April 30th. So if we go back to April 30th of 2020, where does it take us? I think it takes us deep into the red here. There we go, April 20th. So actually wasn't so bad. We actually bounced back quite nicely. But 6 months from that period, where does it take you? Somewhere up around here. So we saw a significant rally from when that bearish sentiment hit at minus 20%, and we probably saw about a 40% gain from those levels. Not saying that we're going to see a 40% gain from 14,000, but what Tom Lee is trying to say is that 6 months from when that sentiment on that AAII chart hits minus 20, the market is typically up 98% of the time. So Nasdaq 100, I am very, very bullish, especially into the second half of this year. I think that we could go and retest brand new all-time highs here for the Nasdaq 100. A lot would have to go right, though. That being said, it's going to be very difficult for the Fed to have that soft landing, but I am very positive going into I think historically one of the strongest months of the year, of April, that is.